economic turmoil. Did Donald Trump manipulate the stock market for financial gains? Welcome to the Pulse of Power, the podcast where we dive into the wild, unpredictable world of global politics and economics. And today, we've got a hot one. I'm your host, Reggie, and we're tackling a question that's buzzing across newsrooms, social media, and even barbershops. Did Donald Trump manipulate the stock market for financial gains? It's April 10th, 2025, and the past few days have been an economic roller coaster. Tariffs, market swings, and accusations of insider trading. Buckle up, because we're about to unpack it all. Let's get started. So, here's the backdrop. Just this week, global markets were reeling from Donald Trump's so-called Liberation Day tariff announcement, sweeping import taxes that tanked stock prices worldwide. We're talking trillions of dollars wiped out in days. Panic set in, businesses freaked out, investors sold off, and recession fears were spiking. Then, on Wednesday, April 9th, Trump posts on Truth Social, "This is a great time to buy." Jit, that DJT bit? It's his initials, and conveniently, the ticker for Trump Media and Technology Group. Less than 4 hours later, he announces a 90-day pause on most of those tariffs, except for China. Boom! The markets explode upward. The S&P 500 jumps 9.5%, the Nasdaq surges 12%, and the Dow climbs nearly 3,000 points. Investors who bought in that morning, they're laughing all the way to the bank. Now, this is where it gets spicy. Democrats, like Senator Adam Schiff and Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, are crying foul. They're calling it market manipulation, maybe even insider trading. Schiff's already pushing for a congressional investigation, saying, "Who knew about this tariff pause ahead of time?" Did Trump's inner circle profit? Social media's on fire too. People are calling it a reverse pump and dump. The idea? Trump crashes the market with tariffs, tells his followers to buy low, then lifts the tariffs to spike prices, making a killing for anyone in the know. Some are pointing to Trump Media's stock, which soared 22% that day. Trump's got a 53% stake in that company, now controlled by his son, Don Jr., and that stake reportedly jumped by $415 million in a single day. Coincidence? Critics say no way. Let's flip the coin. The White House is pushing back hard. Spokesman Kush Desai says it's the president's job to reassure markets and Americans amid economic uncertainty. They're framing it as Trump being a cheerleader for the economy, not a schemer. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick doubled down on CNBC, saying Trump was just encouraging people to buy while prices were low, nothing sinister. And Trump himself? He's reveling in it. He called Wednesday the biggest day in financial history, and even bragged about Wall Street execs making billions like Charles Schwab, who he chatted with in the Oval Office. The administration says this was all strategic, not shady, a pause to negotiate with over 75 countries willing to talk trade. Okay, let's break this down. What is market manipulation? It's when someone deliberately messes with prices. Think pumping up a stock with hype, then dumping it or crashing it to buy cheap. It's illegal in most places because it screws over regular investors and distorts the economy. Could Trump's moves fit that? Maybe. His tariff talk drove stocks down. His buy post came right before the pause, and the pause sent them soaring. Timing suspiciously perfect. But proving intent is tricky. Did he know the pause would happen when he posted? Did he or his buddies trade on it? Without hard evidence, like trading records or leaked chats, it's speculation. Still, the optics? Not great. Beyond the drama, what's this mean for the world? That tariff pause brought relief. Asian and European markets rallied Thursday morning, with Japan's Nikkei up 9% and London's FTSE climbing 4%. But it's not all rosy. Stocks slid again in the U.S. today as the China trade war heats up. Those tariffs jumped to 145%, and China's yuan hit a 2008 low. Businesses are still jittery. What happens in 90 days when the pause ends? Analysts like Tom Lee from Sinsights warned that prolonged volatility could tip us into a recession. And bond markets? They're a mess, US. Yields spiked, and the UK's borrowing costs are climbing, squeezing budgets. This isn't just a Wall Street story, it's hitting wallets globally. Here's a thought. Is this new for Trump? Not really. He's long tied his image to the stock market. Back in his first term, he'd tweet about Dow records like they were personal wins. And the art of the deal vibes are strong here. Create chaos, then swoop in as the fixer. His team spinning this as a masterstroke, with Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt saying, "You media folks clearly missed the playbook." But critics, like Senator Elizabeth Warren, say it's corruption, plain and simple. They're asking, who got richer? Was this about America or Trump's circle? Tesla's stock, tied to Elon Musk's Trump ties, jumped 21%. Coincidence or coordination? So, where do we go from here? Schiff's investigation might dig up dirt or fizzle out. Financial disclosures from Congress due May 15th could reveal if lawmakers cashed in too. AOC's already hinting at interesting chatter. But proving manipulation? That's a high bar. Legal experts say you'd need clear proof Trump or his team traded on non-public info. For now, markets are shaky, and trust in Trump's economic moves is wobbling. Is he a genius playing 4D chess, or a guy rolling the dice with our money? You tell me. Hit us up on X or wherever you listen. That's it for today's dive into the tariff whirlwind. Thanks for tuning into Uncharted Markets. If you like this, subscribe, share, and let's keep unpacking the chaos together. Next time, we'll explore how China's fighting back in this trade war. Until then, keep your eyes on the ticker, and maybe your wallet too. I'm Reggie signing off.